Hey guys, welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine, and this is your daily show. I'm your host Khalid Mohideen, and this is the show where we talk about all the major talking points in South African cricket. So, as you know, there was a massive game that happened today, the first ODI between South Africa and Pakistan in Durban, of course, and an amazing victory for the Proteas. Very close victory, though. Wasn't as straightforward as many might have thought, and maybe not as close as maybe the captain Sune Lewis thought. So we're going to get Emily Norris to come on the show with us and have a chat with us because she obviously covered the game. Excellent match report from her, and we're going to chat to her about it and get her some more insights from her. But before we get going, you guys know what you need to do. Please subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell for all future videos. We need you to subscribe right now. I mean, the subscriber base is growing at the moment, but we would like to grow it a little bit faster. So click that notification bell for all future videos. As well, if you want to be a Patron, go over to our Patreon account and become a patron today. You can just click on the link in the description to do so, to join this journey with us. So without further ado, let's bring Emily onto the stream and let's talk about this particular victory. So welcome to the show, Emily. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, there's some heavy feedback on your side. I don't know if it's because of... Just try to reconnect maybe. Cool. So we'll chat to Emily a little later when she comes back on. So basically, as we know, what happened was simple. The South Africa obviously went till the end. So actually, I'm talking nonsense. It's actually not as simple as many would think. They won by 3 runs. Now, the Durban pitch was a little bit on the slow side, which tends to be what it always is at Durban. It is always on the slower side. And we thought that spin would have obviously played a bigger part in this particular match, but it was the seam bowlers that really tipped the game into South Africa's favor. So particularly Shabnam Ismail, she had 2 wickets towards the end of the match, really turned the game around, 2 wickets in 1 over. And that really turned the game kind of in South Africa's favor because South Africa only posted 200. They really struggled to get going, taken a long time to get going in this particular match. And it was unfortunate that was the case. I mean, Laura Wolfert was run out, which was unfortunate as well. She really was playing exceptionally well, and she looked good. She was doing the right things. For example, she was taking her time at the crease, finding the gaps. My problem was with them playing at the wider deliveries when they didn't need to, and especially with the partnership between Lara Goodall and Laura Wolfert, we hoped that they would have spoken to each other, especially in the beginning stages of that match. But that wasn't the case. Let's see if it can work again. Emily's back. Let's see if the stream is working fine, and it's perfect now. It is cool. And then on cue as well.
I don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah, no. That's why you must always wear earphones on this platform. That's why they normally say so. But, those are things that happen.
It was my earphones were being crazy, so then I took them out, and now I don't know, but hopefully it's working now.
Yeah, no, it's working perfectly now. Let's bring Lubabalo on the stream as well. I think he's also ready. Welcome to the show, Lubabalo. We haven't really started the show quite yet. We haven't really spoken about anything quite yet. I just gave my little 2 cents about... How's it, man? Are you also a bit delayed? Is it my connection maybe? I highly doubt it.
I think it's my connection.
Change mode on quickly. Well, it should be fine now. So anyway, let's talk about the game. We'll take it one person because of the connection issues and stuff. We'll take one person at a time. I basically was speaking about the pitch and the wicket itself. It was a bit on the slow side. It wasn't really offering much for the bowlers necessarily, and the batsmen were also struggling also because it was taking all the pace out of the ball. So especially in women's cricket where the bowlers don't bowl very quickly already, taking it off is like waiting and waiting for that ball just to come to you. So we saw that the batsmen had to adapt, and I'm sitting there thinking at first, why are you guys not reading the pitch, and why are you not seeing it? because maybe they haven't faced such slow deliveries in their life before. So that might be one case. And also, it's good for them to actually learn from that particular moment and sit there and learn from the conditions, because it will be a good training for a lot of these younger players. And it's quite a young Proteas lineup. Lizelle Lee went out quickly. We saw that was very, very disappointing. We were hoping that she would have been able to just stick there. Laura Wolfart playing excellently as per normal. Unfortunately, getting run out. It wasn't a run. I don't know why they called it, and I don't know why Laura didn't call on out there and say stop. It was looking very, very, very dangerous for the Proteas throughout that match. It wasn't as straightforward as we thought it would be based on the press conference. Like the press conference, Sune was talking with her chest. She was like confident, and I was like, damn, we're gonna take Pakistan to the cleaners here, because it's not even their best team. They're missing a captain, all of this. I was like, this is gonna be a great game. And then when the toss happened, I was like, oh, we wanted to bat first. And I was like, yes, we wanted to bat first anyway. That's great. Pakistan is not a great chasing team as well. So I was like, oh, I was really excited for domination. Pakistan did what Pakistan does. They fight until the end. And that's what I love about Pakistan. Emily, for you, what was the key factor of this match?
To be honest, I think for the Proteas, they definitely didn't field as well as they would have hoped. So firstly, they should have gotten like many more runs, but okay, the pitch and those types of things have a part to play. But okay, once they had put the runs on the board, in my opinion, the game should have never gotten as close as it did. There were catches that were put down, runs that were left out in the field that should have been stopped. And yeah, I just think like it should have been won a lot more clinically. So if they're gonna have to look at fielding, that a few catches dropped, one by Lazar, one by Sune. I think Sune's one was a bit harder than Lazar's one, but I mean, having said that, you've got to take the catches. I think they dropped into Dar as well. So if they saw her go, it would have been a lot more comfortable of a win, in my opinion.
I mean, there was a part towards the end of the game where there were like 4 run-out opportunities missed in like over a space of 2 overs. It was craziness. I was like, I was messaging Emily. I was like, please don't tell me this is going to be a choke here. Like, that C word that we don't want to talk about. Nububalo, for you, I mean, your analysis of the game, why do you think that both teams kind of struggled a bit to get runs quickly?
For me, I think it was a mixture of not having played a lot of cricket after a time. It also counts as well. And I believe both teams were playing for the first time at Kingsmead. And we know it's not the easiest of places to bat on. Even Hashim Amla would tell you he's a Durban boy, but his average at Kingsmead it's not the best. So I think it was a bit of the fact that they haven't played a lot of cricket in a long time. You could see some of the errors that they were making. For example, I think it was Dumi that almost got a run out direct hit. The bowler was on the wrong side of the stumps. He actually stopped the ball instead of just letting the ball hit the stumps. That's a schoolgirl error there. I think it's because they haven't played a lot of cricket in a long time. So it was their first game, so they're basically trying to get back into the neck of things. So I'm expecting a better showing in the next match. But I agree with Em. I also felt we could have scored more runs there. Shot selection led a lot of the ladies down. Pakistan bowled really well. I think that's another thing we also need to mention. Their openers were so accurate. They were actually moving the ball. And as someone who's open to batting, it's not easy to spend so much time having not played cricket, and the first match you play, you're facing a moving ball. Remember, your feet are not moving it. Your eyes are not. But Volvo made it look easy though. But I'm hoping the ladies are back into their groove now. So because I want us to win this series 3-0.
Yeah, I think that's what we all want. Um, I have to give props to Shabdim Ismail. That she's a world class bowler. The way that she moved those balls especially for those 2 wickets at that particular time when the pressure's on, to bowl the way she did in those couple of last few overs was unbelievable. I think Marazan Cup was struggling a bit because she's been out of cricket for a while. She has had injuries. I mean, she missed a couple of games when even though she played in the BBL, she missed a couple of games there as well. She came back, she missed the WSL, so she's been out of rhythm for a while, and you can see how upset she was. And that's what I love about Marazan Cup. That's why she's one of my favorite players, is because of the attitude and the how much this game means to her, and she leaves everything on the field. And that's what I love about her as a player. When I look at someone like Nadine de Klerk, my word, for a youngster like that to face the pressure that she faced in that last over and to see it through just shows the temperament with some of these players. I mean, this is what I love about the women's team, is that mentally they are so strong, man. And it's something that the men's team might lack in certain areas when you're looking to bring new guys into the setup. A lot of the younger girls that are coming to the setup look like they've played for the Proteas for years. Mhlaba, I know they were talking about her as they obviously were talking about her as a first international. Well, she's played some T20s, man. They mustn't be unnecessary like that in the commentary. And it's the first ODI though. Beautiful ball to dismiss the batsman and batters. Batters, sure, but we must remember all of the new terminologies, guys. Not bats, women, it's batters. So all of those things I think went well, but I want to see a massive improvement in the second match. Now that they've understood the conditions, I don't think Kingsmead is going to change that much. You'll get more of the same in the second match. I hope that they learned from this and maybe adapt to it. Maybe select some players maybe that suit these conditions a little bit more. But then again, you also want to give these girls extended runs. You don't really want to drop them for no reason. I was speaking to Emily before the game, Lubabalo, and we were chatting about Faye Tunnicliffe and why she never started. I see her maybe as a long-term replacement for Mignon du Preez. I think that will be a perfect role for her in that middle order, just to keep that middle order together. She's very fit, so she's very quick between the wickets as well, and she likes to rotate the strike. I think that's what lacks in the upper part of that team for South Africa, is that Lizaldi is not necessarily someone that likes to run between the wickets. So when you have Laura Wolfhard there, she might not be as quick, With Sune also, she's not as quick. So you have, and even Dane, when she bats, she's also not that quick between the wickets. But if you can have someone in that middle order that can support Laura Wolfhard if wickets fall, someone like Faye coming in is perfect because she can run between the wickets quickly. Laura was doing it. But I think that Faye will add that stability to that middle order just to keep the runs ticking and get her in. And she also hit a long ball. Your woman of the match, your player of the match?
It's a tough one. Firstly, I think Tumi was unlucky not to, in my opinion, she bowled quite well. Unlucky not to get a few wickets there. I think she had 2 drop catches, if I'm not mistaken, or 1 drop catch and 1 mischance. So she did well. But in terms of player of the match, do I get one from each side or do I just get one in the game?
You can go for one on each side. It's fine. You can go for 3 even if you want to be.
Okay. I think looking at Pakistan, I mean, you definitely can't overlook Nidada. She phenomenal all-rounder. Getting 2 wickets. I think she picked up the wicket of Marizan Kapp and then Trisha Chetty. So Marizan was in, so that was a good wicket for her. And then also making 50 odd. I don't know. She can't remember exact numbers, but yeah, that's all-round performance. And she's, I think I said it before as well, she's one of the key all-rounders to Pakistan. So definitely her for me on the Pakistan side. In our side, I'm gonna have to go for Shubnam. Even though she's the experienced campaigner, getting those vital. I think she got some vital runs for us there in the last few overs in the batting department. She made it look easy. Skipped down the track, hit a few 4s, hit 2 4s, and then the bowling department as well, picking up 3 wickets, two in consecutive balls. So yeah, she's just an all-round performer. Also really good in the field. So I'm have to go with Shibnam. But I mean, having said that, Laura played really well. She looked like she was set. I think for me, she looked the most comfortable. Her and Marizan. But I think Laura might have gone on to get a good score if she hadn't been run out. So yeah, I think those two for us. Yeah.
Yeah, Laura actually showed how. Laura actually showed how you should bet on that pitch. Lubabalo, I'm gonna give you only one because I want you to also tell me who do you want to see play in the next match, or do you want the same team? Please don't freeze.
He's gonna say Sinalo. I can feel it. I can feel it.
I didn't get that. My thing was, what did you say?
Okay, I said I'm gonna give you one player of the match only because I also want to know from your side who would you like to see in the next match, or if you want to see the same 11.
Ishmael, I think if you look at the 20 that she scored, we only won the match by 3 runs. Now take those runs that she scored lower down in the batting lineup, and you'll see it's a massive difference. She easily won the game for us with both bat and ball, so I'd go with her only. Changes for the next match. I wouldn't make any changes, to be honest. Though I'm tempted to say I want Snarlo to come in. I don't listen. I heard that. But the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very I'm very biased when it comes to wicket keepers. You can
Very
see
biased,
the energy
very
that
biased.
Snarlo brings behind the. No, but you can see the energy that she brings behind the wickets, right? She sort of sets the whole standard for the whole team.
Yeah.
And I feel like Chetty's keeping has dropped a little bit. I believe in having someone behind the stumps, someone to keep the team going, who's going to get that intensity up. And I feel Snarlo does that a lot. But I'd make a change in the batting lineup, though. I want Lara to come in at 3 and Sune to come down to 4 or 5, just to add that bit of stability and little order. I was impressed with how Lara played, but she looks like someone who doesn't believe in herself enough, man. She plays like someone who doubts that she can play, and I'd see her just play freely, enjoy her cricket, not try and force things. I know it happens when you're in and out of the side. Sometimes you almost want to try and force things and make things happen, but she needs to be a bit kind to herself and just smile and have fun. The runs are always going to come.
At least I had the coach Claire sitting in the commentary box watching them intensely, so maybe she can give her a call and maybe give her some tips, hopefully. Something about Sinalo Jafta, she's also someone that has worked with our close friend Ezra Poole. We've done a whole wicket-keeping academy with Ezra Poole, online wicket-keeping academy, where you guys can go and learn how to become a wicket-keeper, all the basics, everything. You can go ahead and on our website, you'll find it over there. Ezra Poole Wicket-keeping Academy, you can go check it out. It's something that you can do in your backyard. I mean, it's all type of things that you can do in your backyard with a friend or a family member, and you can learn how to start to become a wicketkeeper. But thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. Thanks a lot to the guests that came onto the show. I really enjoyed your commentary. We can do this again with the next match. I would really enjoy that and appreciate that. I really always like to see your point of views because it really gives me a new understanding and it teaches me a lot about the game because I like to learn every single time. I don't know enough of this game, and it's a game that keeps on teaching you till the day you die. I mean, you'll never know everything about this game. So thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell for all future videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the magazine. Link is on the screen and in the description. Please join us on Patreon. Become a patron today. Join us on this journey. Go to cricketfanaticsmag.com for all your updates. We have a Pakistan series tab where you can get updated. If you guys have a small business and you're looking to make sales online, even if your business is offline, we have a free tutorial on this channel and the link is in the description. Please go check out Emily's match report as well if you want to know fully what happened in the match. it's an awesome summary of everything that took place in the match. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another daily video. Take care, everyone.